CT Beverage Mart.
So I just pitched one to Josh, and I'm softballing it right now.
We had technical difficulties, so there was a cut of the feed.
I couldn't stay hard. I'm sorry. I was thinking about my grandma, but somehow that weighed that worse, and there's blood everywhere.
AIDS, man, it's wild.
The AIDS monkey. But no, my curiosity was, I was like, what's the Christians, fucking stance on time travel? Because I feel like if we could just put all of our energy in that, we could really figure out what Jesus would do. Like, really figure it out. It's like, at least like get the most historically accurate like thing you can get on Amazon and put that shit on as far as like the time frame, and go down there and just
wearing that accordion collar, the Shakespeare thing.
Take in a seminar or two, because I'm pretty sure he was doing like a couple seminars.
God.
Jesus always like, well, I don't know if I can make it to Carthage today, but I'm supposed to be speaking in Bethlehem. It's just walking around in the desert. Hey man, there's no trees, but do you need me to build something out of wood? But I just kind of need to know, man. I gotta need to know. It was like, give the guy an AK-47, show him how to shoot it, tell him how efficient it kills people, hand it to him and say, what would you do with this? We've been trying to figure it out. I feel like the only way to ask is to just ask.
Chair out of this. I could make it.
But what if Jesus is just like, we should just kill everybody? I'm not saying that's a shtick, but it's just like...
I would fucking hope not.
Because you have to follow him at that. You just don't have a choice. You've been waiting for the second coming, and he shows up, and he's just like, you all need to die. Well, we did say we'd follow you into the gates of heaven. I said nothing about heaven. all you heard was follow, motherfucker. There's a wall of fire behind Jesus.
Hey, look at that. We're almost at the Hotel California, boys.
Thank God.
I was really worried that I was going to go to heaven when I died.
The same guys that have a problem with that are like the same guy that's like, don't worry about Grandpa. He's just from a different time. And I was like, okay, you can't be mad. You can't be mad about Goofy wearing a sombrero if your grandpa's over there calling everybody sand N-words. You can't do it, man. You just can't. Like,
you could kind of do it. Just be an asshole.
Yeah, you just definitely be an asshole. You're definitely a dick.
What's your thoughts on the whole cultural appropriation shit?
I'm steal everything.
That's what we're doing now.
Like, have you seen tacos? They put like kimchi on that shit. You think the Koreans are okay with it? No, but I fucking am. Fucking really good. Also, it's like, you look at like mixed breed kids. I'm sorry, we're doing it wrong. Those kids are beautiful.
I mean, that goes without saying. But...
I'll say it. I don't know.
Like those black ninjas?
Yeah. The great white hopes. No, the black ninjas. Cultural appropriation, like, if you're walking around wearing a fucking dashiki, yeah, you're an asshole. Like, wearing Native American headdress, like, fucking walking down the street, yeah, you're an asshole. Like,
who's the bitch
telling people
to be like
you're
Native American for like 20 years?
I don't know. I also remember in high school, there were like girls in high school. It's like, everybody's like, I'm 24. I'm 25% Puerto Rican. And I was like, why are you telling people that? Who cares? Like, be a person.
I'm 8% Irish.
Yeah, like, yeah. What part? Is it your credit score? I don't know. How many kids you got out of wedlock? The decibel in your house is what all the time? Oh, 1 billion? Yeah, you're probably Irish. I yell at you because I fucking love you.
When every cup you pull out in the house already has whiskey in it.
Little sippy. Well, I mean, there's sippy cups. You just put little sips in them, and then you put it back, and it's little surprises every time you go to get some milk or water.
Anybody as good as my brother? I mean,
yeah, he's not. No one is.
God,
he's an Olympian. He's amazing. Taken out in the prime of his life. I don't know. He's not dead.
He said he was gay the other day, but I think he's just bluffing to be brought on as a diversity hire for the Olympics.
At least get into the Special Olympics. Is that how it works? Is it a disability?
Don't you just love it when
I'm sorry, I'm gay. I'm not sure.
Don't you just love it when somebody you know and is close to comes to you and says, yeah, I'm gay, and then you're just like, no, you're not.
What makes you think people tell me important things? The one's like, hey man, I have cancer. I was like, why are you fucking telling me?
God.
Is it finally my turn? Because I probably would have heard about this like normally, but I just don't feel like I'm on anybody's top 10 list for like telling me if you got cancer. I'm like, and I don't feel bad about it. I just don't like get those phone calls. No, channel. I always see awesome stuff from channels. Oh, there's no gunfire. Nothing happening.
There's a lot of naked people.
Oh my God, it's crazy. There's tits everywhere. You'll never see it unless you
Hey, look,
pay.
it's Cuomo.
Oh, pay our OnlyFans fee. It's only $70 a month. We're gonna give you fucking nothing. Not a fucking thing. Make us millionaires.
I don't get how that shit's working. I mean, people have been doing porn forever. Nobody's making millions
just
of
write
dollars.
maybe titties question mark parentheses, and people will be like, well, if I give them
Sizable
$70, we might see titties. Or you can just Google titties. Just Google titties. It's all matter, man. It's all atoms. We're fine.
We're all atoms.
You're fine.
That's the answer to every
Yeah,
question. What beer do you like? We're all atoms.
We're all just atoms. Alcoholic bubbles, whatever. I think that's all they really do with beer.
Fizzy lifting drinks.
Yeah. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. It's like the most aggressive way to say a really stupid fucking thing. You stole.
Look at these contracts you signed. See memo bis, etc., etc.
You're bringing in fucking lawyers? We were gonna win this shit. Like, how do you own people and you have a lawyer? Like, because it feels like the two of them, like, what the lawyer would be like, all right, I'm gonna give you, there's a couple big ones that people get really mad about. Owning people right at the top of the fucking list. So you can't have like a bunch of really detailed documents like that and own people. Unless you're,
haven't you ever seen
unless you're really good at it.
Haven't you ever seen Year One? Being a slave seemed kind of cool in that film. It's like, you want to get
What do you do when you get
work?
off? When do you get off? Never.
I'm a slave.
I'm a slave.
Oh, yeah, that cool. Me too.
Yeah. I'm just gonna stand here until somebody whips me and tells me to go somewhere else. Oh,
You know-
that's pretty cool.
You know who's cool with owning people? People who own people.
People who own people. Because you know
They're
what?
the only ones. Yes.
But wait, but it's also like guys that have like corgis. They're like, well, you know what? I could have 4 more corgis. I'm pretty well like suited for the life of corgis, and you justify having 14 corgis. I'm not saying there's a line on slavery.
Because you don't feed 7 of them. Yeah. It's
Well,
easy to own 14 corgis when you don't take care of or pay attention.
What if you
to
don't
the
love
other
them or
11?
care about them or value them as human beings? I mean, corgis.
The fuck?
I don't know.
Oh my
We were
God.
jumping on the slave train here. I thought we were just going places.
There's a song.
Going on down.
Working on the slave train.
Getting on the slave train.
Oh my God. It's on a midnight train to Georgia. What kind of train was it?
Yeah, we're from New Hampshire, and we know a lot of like small business owners. Small business owners who were feeling the squeeze, they had to open it up for like outside dining. Oh, nipple building! We got a picture of nipple building. Look at the size of these motherfuckers. Like, I get it. I know why gay people like phallic objects.
It looks like my grandfather's dick. Why'd everybody get quiet?
I have it. It's in the other room. The only thing you left me. You can't have anything, Jimmy. Just my cock. Just leave him your dick. Like, what do? Not take it? You just don't take the dick.
That's all I have left.
What were you wearing? What were you wearing in this dark alley, Josh? When your grandpa gave me the dick? Well, I was sitting in my crib.
Oh my God.
You said you look sexy in that diaper. But what were you wearing? I'm gonna go back to that one a couple of
Kind of
times.
had it. We were kind of asking for it.
Right, Jesus Christ. You took your diaper off.
Well, maybe if you weren't wearing that, it wouldn't have happened. Or maybe it absolutely would have.
If you're having a problem with this situation, you should have reached out to your town selectman. We could have absolutely stopped this from happening eventually, maybe with new legislation. But we, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and stop getting raped.
Me and my brother were talking about starting a restaurant the other day and having it be called like Bipolar Pete's Burger Barn, you know?
Burger Explosion Ninja Assassin Shrimp Barn.
Well, basically, like, the only people we hire are people who are passive-aggressive and actively aggressive. It's like, oh, excuse me, sir, you know, I asked for no mayonnaise on this. Oh, sure. Let me just fix that for you right now. That'll be no problem. I have nothing better. But then they're also actively aggressive. They just throw it in your face and call you a whore.
Just blame you for your dead brother that doesn't exist. It's like,
you're
the reason Steven's dead.
Did you just walk through that door? I mean the entrance? Yeah. Did you just walk through it? Yeah. It's a fuck.
Who the fuck do you think you are walking through goddamn doors? Piece of shit. Now what do you want? I'd like some food and
excuse me, sir. All I ordered was a side of coleslaw. It had a Band-Aid in it, and why is this bill $7,000?
You're welcome. Maybe the French and like, I don't understand the problem. I feel like you're listing a lot of good things about our establishment.
We promised to treat you like family. We never said that we loved our families.
We meet our family here.
We treat everyone like our dads.
You ever see Hills Have Eyes? They were all related. One guy had an eye in the middle of his forehead, and he's our district manager. When you're here, you're family. But what if your mom's a Cyclops?
Yeah. I'm gonna get some exposition. So good.
Oh, look at all your city's landmarks. Eventually, this will all be oceanfront property when Cobra Commander takes over.
I was of the mind that we should have gone back to like a barter system when we were working at GameStop, just to see the kind of weird shit people would bring in. Well, I will give you this xylophone for Legend of Zelda. Fuck you, for starters, alright? I want at least 6 trumpets and 7 deer testicles if I'm gonna give you Zelda.
If you go back to your house and you get me 1 Philharmonic, like, I'll give you a copy of Call of Duty. Because, well, you gotta make money, man.
People are just bringing in their family tapes. It's like, wow, why is that a trend?
I have homemade porn I made 4 minutes ago in my car. This is just a video of you jerking off.
Should I buy this? Should I buy this picture of this random guy?
Would you just walk in with that video of you jerking off? So what do you think? Like $7?
That's worth at least.
What is that worth to you? I think it's at least $7. I mean, I can't wait to look back on like you know, if this place, if the United States keeps getting crazier and we get some like Road Warrior situation, you're just like talking to your grandkids like,
Biden in a leather jacket.
More hair. Just more hair. Just
coming out of his
shoe
eyes.
polish on his head.
More hair coming out of his eyes.
How's it going, guys? I am one of you. It doesn't even matter. I can just do that with any politician. You're like,
I can see Joe Biden as a road warrior type.
They call me Flesh Man.
Me and you will end up in Valhalla.
Just walk away. Called him Flesh Mallet. Face head sniffer.
God, it's child kisser.
Child kisser.
Yep.
Everybody killed themselves. It's Jeffrey Epstein was Harambe, I think.
Shot himself.
Shot himself
in the back, with his hands tied in front of him.
If anything, we should be celebrating the man for being so amazingly efficient at killing himself.
That even on suicide watch, with his hands cuffed to the wall, he could still find a way to hang himself.
Champion. He's a champion. The shit. It's one of those when there's a will, there's a way. It's like no one. You know, the odds of him doing all those things were very slim, but he persevered through all of it to fight all the odds of the 0%.
On the prison wall, all is possible through God.
This is just the story of Jesus. See, this is how you just bring everything back to the Bible. You're just like, you know what? It's extraordinary. You know what else is extraordinary? The person who made it.
I know people bitch about discrimination,
Pfizer?
but let's get clear. Your life wouldn't suck if you went to church.
No, it would suck.
That's the problem I have with some of those televangelists. They make it sound like, oh, you know, you just pray to God and you'll just get everything that you want.
Just punch the financial ruin
that's
out of
how
your
that
life.
Works. Look at the saints. They had very difficult lives. It was just like, I mean, a lot of them, shit ton of them were martyred. I don't know.
The saints? The saints were marching in.
Shut up.
What do you, the saints?
They were all murdered, right?
They were murdered or martyred?
Well, yes.
And they're going to martyr you to death. I know enough about the saints. Just know they go marching in, man. I don't know about, and the saint stuff is crazy. It's like, I don't know. It's like, do I want to celebrate somebody that got ritualistically fucking murdered? Oh, fuck. It's like, can't we have like something we can? This is why I say the
saints were martyred.
The packaging needs to be different at times too, because it's like, let me tell you a story about how this guy got stuck on a pole and he ripped his insides out, but you did it because you learned about snakes. Like, I don't know, man. Like, come up with a better way to tell proverbs. I don't know. Do it a different way.
Well, my uncle's a firefighter, and I was, celebrating Easter with him the other day, and he was talking about Saint Florian, and my stepdads were like, "Who's that?" It's like, "Oh, he was the Firefighter Angel." Just described it in the most dude bro way ever.
It's the weirdest fucking firefighter calendar ever.
Firefighter Angel.
Him just flexing with a pair of suspenders with his fucking wings out.
600 pounds.
Yeah, but somehow, like, stacked. Like, fucking just shredded.
Yeah, but he's like picking his teeth with an axe.
Bone of a fucking demon. What is it? I don't understand why Saint Florian's such a fucking monster. He hates fire and eats babies. I don't think he does. But once again, if that was that's where you start. Marketing goes, maybe we soften that a little bit. Maybe nix the babies. Put a little cherub wings on him. Maybe he's into fires and not eating babies. And I'm not trying to get away from your poor message.
I like to think we live in a world where it could be both.
Right? Yes. We could have it all. We could be a lawyer and successful and have an awesome boyfriend.
And be blind.
And
And fight crime.
In space, question mark?
Music soon. I'm tired of listening to you talk, Joshua. Been doing most of the talking.
Well, then steer the conversation better than the car.
That reminds me, fuck you.
No reason to film, just filming stuff for reasons.